Us an NL West matchup on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, getting the nod in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Ketel Marte leading things off and takes a strike. Strike two. No ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
This is Corbin Carroll. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hernandez hauls it in, and there's two away. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Corbin Carroll.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
And that one fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Gurriel gets a piece. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hernandez brings it in, and that'll do it. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in L.A., today's starting pitcher, Brandon Pfaadt. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. Pulls it in on the warning track. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Outside low. Now 1-2. 1 out. Base is empty. Lifted in the air. Left field. Pretty well struck. Sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Played for the Dodgers. Now a screamer into the outfield. Gurriel handles the chance. Dodgers go down quietly, scoreless after 1. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Yamamoto, in his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Here's Josh Naylor.
Well, Boog, here's a nugget on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, he rarely travels without his tiny, fluffy dog, Mikan. Mikan is named after a famous mandarin orange from Japan whose peel nearly matches the pup's fur color. I love that name.
Second inning here, no score. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Going, gone. A solo shot. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up. And with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Gabriel Moreno will hit next. First pitch, and it just misses. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Got it. 2 away. Two down, base is empty. And now the center fielder. And first offering is fouled off. comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and up to the plate is Will Smith. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, you know this guy wants to pitch up something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall, but you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Next offering is fouled back. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Gets under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Right through there.
Is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Line drive, hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Max Muncy stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Up the middle. The throw to first. They get the out on Muncy. Out number 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, on to the 3rd inning, and now the right fielder, Pavin Smith. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Marte batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. To second, but way too late, safe there. And now a man into scoring position. And next is the designated hitter, Corbin Carroll. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And it bangs off the foul pole, home run. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. I mean, he really hooked that thing down the right field line, but good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been a long strike if he hit it out front any more than he did.
Gurriel in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And here it comes. Foul ball, still 0-2. And they'll do it again. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So runner at second, 2 down. Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Man at second. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the inning. And now Michael Conforto. Fought back to work. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. He's 0-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Marte tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. That's in there. Strike one. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Here comes a pitch. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. It's a bomb. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-0.
High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Gabriel Moreno digs in now. First pitch just misses. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That one missed.
You know, these D-backs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's the center fielder. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. And a swing and a miss, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now it's the right fielder, Pavin Smith. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Moreno, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Man at first, 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Perdomo stands in now and watches strike one. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. That one to first, and that's just foul. 2 outs. Line drive, fair ball. Moreno makes the turn at second. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. So the lineup flips over. Ketel Marte up to the plate. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Second and third, 2 down. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him looking. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. And midway in the 4th, it's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in L.A., ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping in the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss. Moreno gathers, throws to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Under it. Snags it for the second out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
That to right. Smith sizes this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Corbin Carroll. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Carroll, in his 3rd season, 24 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. And a good eye there.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Strike three. Yoshinobu gets the K.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Gurriel batting with one down takes a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a ball line to center, and that gets down for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. First offering, and it just misses. Gurriel over at first with one away. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
1-1.
In the air, out towards right center. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Josh Naylor getting ready to hit. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around second is Gurriel. Coming home. He'll score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Moreno in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Runner at second. 2 down. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 2-0. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Hit on the ground to short. To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. And now the center fielder. On the ground right side. Slings to first. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And the lead is now 5-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now at the plate, Will Smith. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that is out of play.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far. and a base hit. Runner on at first with one gone. Here comes Max Muncy. He's 0 for 1. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. But he beats it. Good hustle. And the inning continues.
Now that is left fielder.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And that ends the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the right fielder, Pavin Smith. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And a foul ball. Misses, and that is ball 1. That one the other way. To first, leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now that is shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Now here is Geraldo Perdomo. The shortstop takes the ball. That one's in there. And the count 1-2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Now that is second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped to right. Hernandez hauls it in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Miguel Rojas. Thought back to work. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the catch for the out. So up next, Haesung Kim, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Tap to first. Naylor steps on first for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter, shohei ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani now. He made an immediate impact when he joined the league back in 2018.
He sure did, Boog. Ohtani singled in his first at-bat, won his first game on the mound, and then hit his first home run the next day. No adjustment period.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 43.
swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Round second, digging for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always.
And that's a fair ball. In comes the run from third to add on. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next to hit, Eugenio Suarez. No outs. Runner on second. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Coming home. He will score.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Now up next for Arizona, Josh.
For the Dodgers, number 78.
That's in there, and that's strike one. Suarez stands at second with no outs. Fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's the catcher to hit, Gabriel Moreno, 1 for 3. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score easily. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's the center fielder. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Ripped on a line. Hernandez hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, right.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. 2 outs. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And 1-2. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Popped up. Perdomo makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Two down, bases empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 2 in this one. Swinging a foul straight back.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Next to hit, Teoscar Hernandez on the ground to the left. They take the force out. That's out number 3. Another scoreless. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Chopped left side. Betts zips it to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. Here's Ketel Marte. That one inside. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Late with the swing there.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Rojas. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Corbin Carroll now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Fastball for a strike. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Nothing doing for Arizona as it remains an 8-0 game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Muncy to hit. So he's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball really well. Kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself.
Check swing, called strike. Fought. Still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one. And at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Michael Conforto will climb in. Out there to center. On the move. makes a nice running catch. 2 away now. So digging in, Miguel Rojas. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that is that. 8 innings. Back here in L.A. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. In the air out to center. Kim pulls it in on the run. Eugenio Suarez will hit next. Pitch misses. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss there.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Chop to first, and that goes foul. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one ripped. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
So a man aboard, and now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. That one fouled off. Suarez, the runner at second with 1 away. It's in and out of his glove. The throw is late, and he reaches safely. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. And that one ripped to left. Conforto makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So first and second with 2 outs. And now the center fielder. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ha-Seong Kim. Fought back to work. Swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Smith hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Smith pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mookie Betts. And first offering is fouled off. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks get a shutout on the mound.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.